Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So this is gonna be one of the most interesting League of Legends fucking video that I've been making on my YouTube channel thus far because um don't get me wrong, I'm happy about other content about League that I've talked about, but this one is just I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just gonna fucking straight up and say it. So you guys know, like, everybody that watches my League of Legends videos knows that I'm a huge fan of Keria. The reason why I watch Worlds this year is because of Keria. He's a gay twink just like me. So basically, if you guys don't know what a gay twink is or a femboy, basically that's just like a short, like 5'5", like skinny, super super pretty, super super girly, openly gay, like girly girl boy or man, whatever. Like, you can be like 30 years old in a twink as long as you have like a youthful appearance. That's what I mean. So basically, so fucking Keria, I think he's like 21 now or something like that, but he's like the definition of like a twink. Okay, so that's what I look like in real life as well, except I'm much older than Keria. I'm not gonna say my fucking age. I'm a millennial, but I am older than him, but I do consider myself a twink because if you guys saw me in real life, bitch, you guys would think that I look like 25 for real. But literally, and I'm also 5'5" and a half, and I've been working out and exercising a lot, like doing cardio work. So like basically, I've been just making my body more skinnier and twinkish. Basically, I lost 30 pounds since fucking January of this year. I've been exercising. So yeah. Anyways, and by the way, for the past 4 days, I've been like going on the fucking treadmill and doing nothing but cardio nonstop, and also running outside at like the dog park or just like the park in general, just somewhere where it has like an open field where I can just run around and exercise. You know what I mean? So I've been doing that for 2 hours every single day. So 1 hour on the treadmill, and then and when I say treadmill, I mean like nonstop, like high speed nonstop for 1 fucking hour. Like, I'll take sips of water on my treadmill, but I'll still be running. You know what I mean? So like, I don't take any breaks. And then also, like when I go outside and run outside, like at the dog park or just like at a park in general, I'll run for 1 hour nonstop as well with like a water bottle in my hand. So therefore, that's 2 hours of nonstop cardio, and I've been doing that for the past 4 days, every single fucking day. So I didn't start like 4 days ago. Like, I've started doing 2 hour sessions since the beginning of October this month because I started exercising in January. And you know, like, once you start exercising, you become more addicted to it. So therefore, you do like longer workouts, if that makes sense. So it's October now. So now I'm doing 2 hours every single fucking day. And I'm just so fucking proud of myself. So yeah, anyways, so fucking Keria, I've always said, and keep in mind, my username is Psychic Boy Black Hole. I'm a fucking psychic bitch. Like, I've always predicted that he has this like thing about him that I totally understand, where he gets like a lot of attention from like really good looking alpha, like straight DL guys, if that makes sense. Like, the biggest like fucking the biggest like comparison I can make is Mickey X from fucking what's it called, G2. Like, everybody knows Mickey is straight, right? He's like this 6'2", really good looking European white dude, and he's 2 years older than Keria. I think he's like 24 now or something, 23. But yeah, he is, like I said, definitely straight, but he's very very good looking. You know what I mean? He's like that alpha bro, like super super tall, super muscular. He's like 6'3", and you can tell he works out, and he's just very, his voice sounds like fucking Frankenstein. Like, this dude is like buff, ripped, like straight dude. But it's guys like that secretly have like a crush on like guys like Teria, like twink boys and femboys like Keria. And I've always said that they have like the thing going on, because every single fucking time Mickey is like in an interview and he asks about like any random fucking esports player, he'll talk about Keria. Like, this dude like has like a boner for Keria. I'm not even fucking lying, bro. I need to drink water, bitch. Fucking subscribe, because there's a lot more that I can talk about if this video goes viral. So fucking subscribe. Hold on. Subscribe. Okay. But anyways, the reason why I'm making this video isn't because of Mickey X, surprisingly. It's because Keria, yes, but also there's this really, really fucking hot guy. His name is Busio, and he's actually not European like Mickey X is, but Busio is actually from America. So he's an American white man. I think he's like 21. I think he's like the same age as Keria actually. And he's a good looking guy. Like Busio is like 6'2", 6'3". He's really, really fucking tall. He's white. He has like a really muscular body. He has a very, very deep, like cocky alpha man voice. You know, he's like that, basically like a college like frat boy type of thing. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like the typical American college frat boy. That's definitely straight, you know what I mean? That like works out and has big biceps and shit like that. Like that's what Busio reminds me of. So like I don't know, guys. I'm freaking the fuck out right now. Fucking subscribe. But literally, so he was in this interview with this reporter for League of Legends. I think her name is Ashley Kang. I'm not sure if she's Asian, but I'm not sure if she's from like America or like somewhere else. I don't know. But she does like a lot of interviews with teammates who end up losing fucking worlds. Like as soon as they lose worlds, they'll like go to her for an interview and they'll like talk about how their thoughts were during the whole process of worlds and, you know, talk about next year and stuff like that. But literally, at the end of the interview, like this shit fucking shocked me so much because like I didn't know that Busio also had like a crush on Keria. So I'm like thinking in my head, okay, that's another one, Keria. Like how many else like guys are you gonna fucking be obsessed with you and like lust after you? Because first it was Mickey X, now it's fucking Busio. And Busio in their interview, he said that Keria, like it was that very, 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 very end of the interview. I watched the whole thing. And basically at the very, very end, Ashley, I still don't know if that's her name or not, Ashley Kang, whatever. She asked him like a random question. She's like, okay, last question before the interview ends. So who is your favorite, like who are you rooting for and what advice do you have to give to any other person still competing in worlds? And then to my fucking surprise, Busio, this 6'3", 21-year-old fucking North American white straight guy who's like fucking handsome as fuck, like all American frat boy, like alpha male, buff as fuck. All the girls lust after him, all the gays lust after him. He's hot as fucking fuck. He's straight. He is obsessed with fucking Keria, the fucking Korean 5'5" twink as well, because I think Keria is actually 5 feet too. I'm not sure, but he's really fucking tiny and little, but he's adorable and he's 20 years old. Actually, no, he's 21, not whatever. So basically, Busio right away said Keria. He's like, yeah, Keria. And I'm like, I fucking dropped to the fucking floor when he said that. Like, no joke. I thought he was gonna say some random person, like a straight dude, but he said fucking Keria. And I was like, what? No way, Keria. You got another fucking hot as fuck guy lusting after you. Whatever happened to Mickey X? Anyways, so basically fucking subscribe one more time if you want to hear more videos like this, because I have a lot to say. So basically, yeah. So he was talking about how he's always been a fan of Keria and that he really, really secretly admires Keria and that, you know, he wants Keria to win Worlds again this year, just like last year, and that he's just a super, super, super fan of Keria, and it's always been Keria. And I'm like thinking in my head, oh my God, Keria, you made another hot straight DL guy fucking lust after you. And you know what? I'm not fucking crazy, because if you guys go on the internet these days, you'll always see hot straight guys just asking for femboys. Or like, any femboys that want to hook up with me? Like, bro, like if you go to chat rooms or anything like that, like you'll see straight DL guys, like good looking guys, alpha dudes, like Andrew Tate lookalikes, Mickey X lookalikes, fucking Logan Paul lookalikes, fucking Busio lookalikes. They'll all ask for fucking femboys. Even fucking Cat Evolved. You guys know who Cat Evolved is. He's like a really, really fucking famous Twitch streamer. He's really good fucking looking as well. He's like 20 years old, I believe. But this guy's a really, like, he's definitely straight. He's had multiple girlfriends in the past, but he actually, like, uses the word femboy a lot, too. He, like, literally is obsessed with femboys, too. So I'm telling you, like, this shit has never happened before. Like, I am a millennial. I like I've been around, you know? So like just 10 years ago, not even like fucking 5 years ago, let's say, nobody was ever open about like their lust after femboys. But me being a fucking twink femboy myself, I've always got attention and I've always hooked up with hot straight guys, you know, because back in fucking high school and back in middle school, there was always guys that I would have a crush on, you know, but then I was in the closet in middle school and high school, so I wasn't actually, they didn't know I was actually gay, but I'm like super fucking gay, as you guys can tell. So once I became like a young adult, over 18, I like came out of the closet and I just basically, you know, embraced my twink self, and I just, you know, like I changed my hair color. I became pretty, you know, like I just became more feminine. And a lot of guys that I had a crush on in high school, they're all like adding me like on fucking Facebook, and they're all like flirting with me. And I actually did hook up with like a bunch of like straight guys that I went to high school with, that are like the jocks that are definitely straight, you know? So there's many fucking stories that I can tell you. So like I'm just really shocked that like guys are being more open about it now, because this shit has always been happening, but now like the world is more open and honest now. So I feel like, you know, that's why guys are lusting after femboys. So, you know, this is just the beginning. We're going to see more of this. So that's basically all there is to this video. Like, I'm so sorry for what I said in the beginning of the video. Like, I didn't know how to explain this topic, but I just explained it so you guys can, you know, judge for yourself whatever the fuck this topic is about, because I have no idea. But I'm just gonna have a hard time fucking titling it and doing thumbnails, but it is what it is. So subscribe if you want to hear more about this subject, and I love you guys so much, and I'm excited to see the semifinals for the Worlds. And in the previous video I did say, in one of my previous videos I said that they're gonna do the semifinals in the final stage out of Paris, where it has like 20,000 people or something like that, because the first venue was Swift Stage that only had 280 people in the seats, and then Paris has 5,000 people in the seats. And then the next stage, it's London. My bad. Yeah, it's London. That's going to be the final stage. And I think there's going to be a capacity of either 40,000 or 50,000. So I made a comment saying that in one of my previous videos about League of Legends that the semifinals was going to be in London, but no, I was wrong. The semifinals are still going to be in Paris, and then I guess the final and the grand final is going to be in London. So anyways, I'm excited to see more of Paris, because I really do like the Paris crowd, and the fucking Paris guys are hot as fuck. Like, I'm just shocked about that. Anyways, subscribe once again if you want to hear more about this fucking topic about like twinks and hot straight guys and shit like that, because I know you guys want to hear, like, I've been getting a lot of comments about topics like this. Anyways, subscribe. Peace out.